So today in this class, let us deal with what is two-tier architecture. Okay, two-tier architecture. What is two-tier architecture? So basically, a two-tier architecture is the kind of architecture which we speak on client and server. We speak on client and server. And mainly this two-tier architecture works on client side. So who is the client? A client will be a user who is going to access the system. Okay. So how a two-tier architecture is? A two-tier architecture is a system where you find a database, database which communicates to a this is a server which communicates through a client program for different services for different services for our users. For a different services. So this is a two-level architecture where a database works with the help of client and server technique. So mainly a database which provides this access is ODBA. ODBA is the API. ODBA is the API which helps us to work on a database system. So this is the client server architecture database. So this is the second level tier 2 architecture. So what does tier 2 architecture do? A tier 2 architecture works on a client server, and this the software which works in the level 2 tier 2 architecture is mainly done based on the clients based to the client side applications, and for a different data for a different entities this is going to work. So this is this we call two-tier architecture or level 2 architecture. Okay, so this is a common used architecture for the interface called as ODBA, Open Database Connectivity System. Open Database Connectivity Access. Open Database Connectivity Access is the API used to allow a client-side program to interact with the server. So we call this as a server. The client-side program accesses this server with the help of ODBA. Open Database Access System. Open Database Access System. Open Database Access System is a kind of client server architecture where a server is being accessed with the help of with the middleman known as ODBA. So this is the level 2 architecture. Now let us learn the level 3 architecture or tier 3 architecture. Now let us learn level 3 or tier 3 architecture. So tier 3 architecture consists of three main phases. Okay, three tier architecture. It consists of three main tiers. So first one is database tier. Database tier. Second one is application tier. The last one is presentation. Here the database tier is the lowest level tier. Okay, the application tier says it is the intermediator. And presentation layer is the user interface. User interface. So this is the three tier architecture. So how does it come? With here the database, which is the lowest level architecture, and upon this we have application layer. After this we have presentation. After this we have a presentation layer. So what is this? What is this architecture is known as? This architecture is commonly used on web applications. Say for the example of Flipkart Flipkart or Amazon or something, some web applications like your Facebook or WhatsApp, or it may be a different kinds of applications. So those applications runs on the database with the help of three-tier architecture, which consists of three main layers. Here each and every each and every layer like database or application or a presentation layer has intercommunication or independent layers. Okay, independent to access the each layer. It is not dependent on one, it is independent, but it has a interconnection between the two layers. Clear? So now let us learn what are those layers are. So in database layer, this is the database layer where each and every data are stored. This is the database layer where each and every databases are stored, and this works on a query language. This works on a query language or query processing language known as SQL. Query processing language known as SQL, which means that structured query language. SQL means it is known as structured query language. Clear? So next, it contains the relationship and their constraints. So what does this database consist of? Database layer. It consists of relationship and their constraint. Relationship ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, how the database is been designed. These things are been done or these things are been noticed with the help of database tier or database layer. This is one of the lowest layer also. Okay. The next coming to application layer. This acts as an intermediator between a presentation layer and database layer. It acts as an intermediator between a presentation layer and database layer. So what does it do? This gives you the abstract view. What does it give? This gives you the abstract view of the data, of extract view of a database, and users are unaware of the database existence beyond the application. ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ್ದು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಲೇಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು. Clear? Say for the example I said about ODBA, Open Database Access Service, right? So that API will be held in the application layer, and here you are going to work on some languages. There you are going to work on some languages. This tier uses it for a database, for providing a data. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ಗೆ, ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ನ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ನ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಬೈ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಯೂಸರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್. ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಡೀಲ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಅ conceptual layer or a logical layer of a system. Conceptual layer or logical layer of a system. So next coming to presentation layer. So what is a presentation layer then? So an end user interacts with the tier. Here what does it do means he will interact with the database like a client. He will interact with the database like a client for his access of the records. Clear? Whenever he is going to access the record, he will call a query language itself. Here a query means it is known as question, not other than that. Clear? In this tier, the end users are not aware of application and database layer. Here ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯಾರು ತಲೆಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. He will just say ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಡೇಟಾ ಬೇಕು, what data I require to be stored in my system, that is asked or that is given with the help of presentation layer. This is the main architecture where we are going to use the same architecture in our lab programs also or in our web applications also. Clear? This is very important. for your studies, because this application, this layers, this will give you 5 marks. 3 layers, if you explain 3 layers, you will get 5 marks. Clear? So this is about the database architecture. So there are 3 types of architecture: tier 1 or level 1 architecture, which is now which has only where users directly interacts with the database server. Okay, next one is level 2, tier 2 architecture, where we provide a concept of client and server. To interact with the server, the client takes the help of ODBA channel or ODBA API. Next is tier 3 or level 3 architecture. So what does the level 3 architecture do? A level 3 architecture has 3 layers. First is database layer, application layer and presentation layer. So the database layer, what does it do? It stores the data in a particular format. It consists relation and constraints. Next, application layer. It acts as an intermediator between a database layer and a presentation layer. It acts as an intermediator between database layer and presentation layer. Okay, so database layer and presentation layer, where for a database it is going to help to store the data, and it is not bothered how a structure is been written. For a application, it helps it provides a sequence, or it provides a user and user interface to enter the data. For presentation layer means it is not bothered how the data are being accessed, but using a presentation layer, user request for this queries or user request for that service. This is about the architecture. Understood? Did you understand 3 tier architectures? Level 1 architecture, level 2 and level 3 architectures. So next coming up to database models. Next coming up to database model. So what is a database model? A database model is an abstract model that describes how a data has been represented and used. So what does this database model say? This will have you a abstract view how a database is stored and viewed. How a database is stored and viewed will be explained with the help of database model. A data model consists of a set of data, structure and conceptual tool that is used to describe the structure of the database. What does this require? This has. This database model consists of abstract view or set of data to design a structure, abstract view to design a structure, and also it consists conceptual tool. As I already said, conceptual tool means it is a logical languages. It is been used to describe a structure of a database. Say for the example, human structure, that his what we say, his skeleton is a human structure, right? So if something is been mismatched in the skeleton means a human can't run, or human can't walk anywhere, or human can't do anything, right? But if a structure or a skeleton is proper, then your body will be fit and stiff. Correct? Your body will be fit and stiff. Same way, if you require a proper database, or if you require a proper DB, what you will do? You are going to write a structure well clearly with proper manner. To run a structure, you require conceptual schema and also some of the data. A conceptual schema here, it is a logical pattern. Clear? So this describes the logical design of a data. So what does database model do? This describes the logical design. How a database is designed in a concept, it will describe to you. So there are 3 types of model. One is hierarchical model. Hierarchical model. The second one is network model. network model, and the third one is relational model. Relational model. There are three types of model. One is hierarchical model, second one is network model, and third one is relational model. So now let us learn what is the hierarchical model. So it is one of the oldest model of a database. It has been designed or developed by IBM. Designed or developed by IBM. One of the oldest model which is designed and developed by IBM. In this model, data are organized in a tree structure. So how a data has been organized means it is organized in a tree structure like this. The data have been organized in a tree structure. Data are organized in a tree structure. Clear? So what is this? This is the hierarchical model where a database is been organized in a tree structure. Each child node have one parent node. So what we say that the node which is present downwards to the main node is the child node. Each child node has one of the parent node. Each child node has one of the parent node. Here a parent node acts as a main node to provide a data. Understood? In this model, a set of record is connected to one another through a link. In this model, the sets of records, these are we call as record 1, record 2 and record 3. These records are been interconnected with the concept called as link. These records are interconnected with the concepts called as links. The link is an association between two or more records. Here, if you say, for example, nimige bari onde link without a arrow mark, this is a single link or single record. If you have something like this, it is multiple records like that. So link is the association value. A link acts as an association to represent how many numbers of records are present in the database or not. Clear? The top of the tree contains a single node that does not have any parent node. It is known as root node. So top of the tree, and this is the top of the tree, which has a single node which doesn't have any parent node. Such kinds of nodes are known as root node. Have already learned binary tree functions, or what we learned in data structure have already learned that. Okay. The root may have any number of dependents. Each of these dependents may have any number of lower dependents also. The root may have any number of dependents. It may be any number of dependents. Each dependent also has a lower dependence too. Each dependent also have a lower dependent too. Okay. It can be represented as one-to-one or one-to-many relationship. There are two types of relationship here to represent a link. Here one is one-to-one relation, one-to-many relation, like this. So there are two types of relation. What are those? One is one-to-one and one-to-many. So the collection of records, the collection of same types of records is known as record type. So if you have one-to-one or one-to-many, same one-to-one records ಯಾವುದು links ಇದ್ರೆ what we call them as it has been called as a record type. So this is about the hierarchical model. So the next model is network model. So what is the hierarchical model? A hierarchical model is one of the oldest fashion which is designed by IBM. Here the data are being represented in the form of trees. A top node which doesn't have any parent node is called as a root node, and the bottom node which has one single parent. Each and every node has a parent, then it is known as child node. Here the types are defined in the links is used to define a record. Link is used to set a path or set a relation between a record, and each link has its own associativity. So there are two types of associative role based, which is one is one to one and one to many associative. So the next is network model. Network model. Here, the network model is one of the most powerful models in this era. It was introduced in 1969 on database system, on a data system language. Okay, this is the most powerful and complicated. It spreads as you have seen a web technology, right? So ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ web ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ? It is been holded to a spider web, right? As we all ನಾವು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪೈಡರ್ ವೆಬ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. Means it is very complicated. Each and everything you can connect or do something. Same way this is done. Clear? So what does it do here is here. Wait a second. So what is this network model is? A network model means it is like a spider web itself. Okay, it is very powerful and also it is complicated. It can be represented to many relationships. So how it has been represented? It is represented in a relationship known as many to many relationships. Like if you have four records, say for the example you have a four records over here. Here the data are been accessed like this. Also it can be accessed over here. Clear? So this is what we call a network model. Understood? So main difference between hierarchical and network model is, in a hierarchical model the organization is in the form of tree, and in a network model organization is in the form of graph. So how a tree network hierarchical model, the organization is in the form of tree. Organization is in the form of trees. But when we speak about a network model, the organization is in the form of graph. Organization is in the form of graph, and data can travel to any kinds of entities. Clear? So the entries are organized in a graph in which some of the entries can be accessed through a several paths. So it as if it is organized in a graph also. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ entities ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, anywhere you can take out. This is about your network model. What is the advantage over here? The main advantages of this is the parent node can have many child nodes, and a child nodes can have many parent node also. Here this is the parent node which has many childs. Here a child node can also have a many parent node, which means that you can access the data anywhere in any fashion. You can access the data anywhere in any fashion. This is what we call as a network models. So it permits the modeling to many relationship in the data. It permits many to many one record. One record has n many parents, or many child has many parents, and one parent has many childs. You can say like that. Means if ಯಾವ record one record multiple instances ಇರಬಹುದು. One record can have multiple instances, or multiple instances has one single record. This is about a network model. This is about a network model. Last one is, so disadvantages of this model is, it is very complicated to maintain a data. It is very complicated. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಾ ಯಾವ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಆ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋ ವಿಷಯ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, next one, if a single link broken, it can lead to problem. Or ಒಂದು single link, say for example one single link is been broken ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the data will not pass to this directly. Here if one link is been broken ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ there is a chance to misplace those data. There is a chance to misplace those data. Clear? So the database design becomes very complex over here. So due to this reason, what happens, it is like a spider web. So database design database, it is very complex. This is what we call a network module. So the last one is relational model. relation model. So what is a relation model? So a relation model was developed by E.F. Coate. Relation model was developed by E.F. Coate in 1970. Okay, it was developed by E.F. Coate. So in a relation model, there is no physical link. What does the relation model has? Relation model do not have any physical link. It doesn't have any physical link, and all data are maintained in the form of tables or which consist rows and column as your database is itself is. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು physical link ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Each and every data are been represented in the form of rows and columns. Each and every data are represented in the form of rows and columns. So this will entirely work differently than a network model and hierarchical model. So each row is represents an entity, or in column represents the attribute of the entity. Means what we say here is, here each and every row here, what we say, this is the entity, this is the attribute, and the entries which we call, these are known as the entity of the given model. And so this is what we say a relational model. So what is a relational model over here? A relational model is a thing which doesn't have any physical link. So each and every data which you are going to store, that will be stored in the format of tables and columns, where data which is represented in the top of the column, it is known as attributes, means the name of that column, and the data which are going to enter into the rows, that is known as entities or entries. Each and every here, so here each row represents the entity and a column represents the attribute of that entity. The relationship between the two tables is implemented through the column attribute. So how a relationship between two tables? For example, if I say table 1 like STD, student register 1, and marks. So here these things are being related with the help of attributes. So for example, if I say for example, student register has roll number and name. Okay, student register has roll number and name. And for what happens here is, for marks register we require a roll number. So what we do, we say roll number M1, M2 and M3. So which means that this is been taken, roll number has been taken from a table known as student. So here the relationship means there is a relationship between student table and marks table with the help of roll number. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, based on the attribute. Entries ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, we are going to concentrate only on a attribute. So based on the attributes we are going to represent the table. So this is how a relational model works. This is how a relational model works. Clear? So the marks, it makes a query much easier in the relationship than a network or a hybrid. So any entries ನೀವೇನ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, with the help of SQL, we are going to take that data with the help of SQL. So based on SQL, if you give a query to this database, it will return you the value. So this is how a relational model works. So mainly a relation model doesn't consist any physical link ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So each and every relation or a representation, we call them as a attribute representation itself. So ಎರಡು ಮೂರು ಟೇಬಲ್ ನಾವು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ನಾವು with which help we are going to take? We are going to take a help of attribute. So relational model is the program friendly model. So what is this relational model? It is one of the very program friendly model. So nowadays each and every database comes with the help of relational model itself. So this is about the relational model. So hope you understood about this.